So, good afternoon. Today is a short video about how I struggle with a microscope. More precisely, with what has come to me so far. This is the one I ordered for Eakins. With the adjustment of the eye here, for some reason, you see it like this, they are located like this, they are like this, these eyepieces. That means that the kit included these in the 1010. They are called eyepiece. Here, well, that's how they are inserted here. They wear such an eye patch. Here. For work, I bought a 05x diminutive lens here. Here, it has no enlightenment at all, an ordinary lens. So to say, we don't need enlightenment, it's called. That's it. Here. No enlightenment. Well, this. Thank God that these lenses are sold. The microscope has some kind of adjustment inside of it. It is placed on this ring here. As far as I understand, either this is one of them 76 millimeters. A digital microscope is placed here. I didn't buy it. I have some, but I will try it. What is called monopolist. With this lens here, so that the microscope would stand higher, I bought these eyepieces 20 and x20 by 10. Here it is inserted inside in the same way there. A little bit it has a different size, you see, and it allows you to increase this distance under the microscope to about 150, that is, under it up to 150 millimeters is obtained when working. Here I had a little embarrassment. I didn't know how to insert these eyepieces here. There is such a screw here. Here it prevents you from inserting this eyepiece here. When you insert it, it won't climb well. That is, you need to unscrew it, insert the eyepiece and twist it back. I'm not doing this yet, because I still have the most important part, the stand has not arrived. Well, what can I say? These parts are plastic. This is all plastic. Here. This part is metal, and this one. And this is plastic, and this is metal. I mean, well, that's it. A stereoscopic microscope. I don't know if it will be visible through that lens. Then you can see there are two eyepieces worth it. No. Here you can look at it. Although there seems to be some kind of enlightenment. Well, there's something there about enlightenment. Well, write in the comments who understands this. Well, the eyepieces are adjustable, you see, here in a good such limit. Here is the standard thread in this here at this lens, here is removed like this. That is, in principle, you can also put a neutral lens here. That's to protect it all. But I probably won't do it, because 05 is a defense. I also bought this kind of backlight. Here's a thin one. Thin illumination, it's put on here. Here, such cogs are twisted out. The backlight is a little interesting, it took me a while to figure out how it works. Here I already wanted to insert this Chinese and insert Su. Here it works interestingly. That is, if you click on turn off, and if you hold it, the brightness changes. You see, down changes the second time up. Here I have reduced the brightness. I turned off this 5-volt unit. Here we turn on the brightness. It's super bright again. Does not keep the brightness level, of course. That is, it will be necessary every time. I turned it off, turned it on. When it's plugged in, well, it saves. Here. This ring warms up well when the brightness is at its maximum. Well, that's understandable. It's so offhand, 10 watts probably like this. When you unscrew this brightness, it consumes. I don't know how long this will last, this whole happiness. Well, let's see what happens to him, and how. It is quite possible that we will have to repair this case in due time, and not only that. It is possible to have a spare. But it is impossible to work without the backlight. With what? Why is it so thin? Well, so as not to cling when working. Here. Let's see, it's most likely that it will go into the suspension from below and fix it. So it may be a little inconvenient for this whole thing. These connectors here too, this is all very much, I have a certain opinion about all these connectors. For some reason, it came in a box like this, cool, I would say. They'd be better off. More precisely, it would not be better. These are different people who have tried Chinese. Some people are good Chinese, the second people. Here. Bad Chinese. That's it. That is, the embrasures, well, the I1s. I do not know what to compare it with. I've never had any. I once had an EMS9 microscope. I stupidly ruined it, that is, I broke it apart. I don't know. This thing is quite weighty, it weighs about 1.5 kilograms or 2. Well, with this one, the adapter for the camera will also need to be sorted out. There's some nonsense already screwed in here. Here are some rings here, there is no carving here. As far as it is here. What is it in general? You need to think too. Well, I'm not sure what I'm going to shoot. I have a digital microscope that hangs on this thing. God, I don't know how I'm going to show it. On this magnifier. That's how this Leningrad is called a magnifier. Not as a self-propelled gun, I don't know. Well, so far he's a digital microscope. So far, he's been helping me out. It's hard to work during the day, to be honest. So what is missing in the Microsoft Micro Kit? Lord Osprey of this. Well, the stand goes. I took the articulation stand, it was at $11.11 at a discount. This is one time. I don't know. So, well, that's all there is. Here are 2 eyepieces. I asked the Chinese to send me 20 by 10 eyepieces in a good way, but they decided to sell both of them. I will sell. It so happened that I ordered a microscope in Russia 4 colors. They sent me this one, a black one. Therefore, of course I will open Sue to them, but not now, I will open it with her. A box from this lens. On with 1 lens per lens. And I will not open Sue now, but when this stand, will be clear what kind of delivery person she is going to be. Because the build-up turns out to be in place of the express, the Chinese seller can cancel the delivery. Here. That is, during the delivery process, he can say, redirecting there to the vocal warehouse here, and you will not get anything. Therefore, the Chinese are not so Chinese. Here our guys are still helping them to namakivid us. That's how honestly I'll tell you. When I first encountered this, I was very surprised. Very much surprised, but here it is somehow, so here it should be inserted into this box, this microscope. With a lens, he doesn't really want to be inserted. Here. I also need a fabric cover for this whole thing, because, well, that's how it's not storage, it's what the hell it turns out. Here. Well, I hope this video was useful to you. Here's how I'm going to shoot more about this microscope, how it works. I have weighed it so far in my hands, looked at how it all turns out. Well, I don't know, I haven't really liked it yet. Maybe because there is no experience at all. Well, there, when approaching the distance from these nasidny, these gwoznets. Apis, it's called Ipisev in English. The field of view is lost, there somehow I didn't really like it. Well, let's see how it will be. Bye, until we meet again. Goodbye. Write your comments, question. Write in the comments what kind of microscope you have. Good luck.